Let's meet the starters for the Boston Celtics. At point guard, 6'4", number 4, Drew. Center, standing 7'2", number 8, at guard, 6'4", number 9, Gary. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 7, at forward, number 0, Jason
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the small forward. And on paper, Craig, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now here's Porzingis. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Both good from the line that time. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Sharpe against Brown. Here's Kamare. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
The assist.
Nice vision from the youngster Sharpe that time.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside Holiday. Brown inside. Holiday, the pass to Brown. 5 to shoot. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. And it's good, 2 points.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Puts up a 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Simons surveying the D. No good on the triple. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tatum, that's good.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Simons, the pass to Avdia. Back to Simons. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Ayton. Nice D from Porzingis.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Tatum with another miss. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. And here's Sharp. Here's Kamare. Headed by Porzingis. Simons on the wing. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Grant is checked in for Portland.
Number 9, Jeremy Grant.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Sharp finds Ayton. Grant outside. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the dime going to Ayton, expanding the passing part of his game.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Simon. Porzingis can't hit.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Simons with a screen on Tatum. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Simons against Holiday. Tatum on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Brown outside. Launches a 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams.
to keep up with him.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Now, here's Sean. Following the miss by Porzingis. Three-pointer, Simon. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Tatum, that's for 2. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Tatum's got 6.
Come on, like, when Tatum's hitting the pull-up, what is the defense supposed to do at that point in time?
Simons from outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Tatum, and it's blocked. Grant outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Portland leading on the court for the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant is out there with Klingon. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Here's Pritchard. Henderson defending. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And Henderson throws it down hard.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Pritchard, still without a basket. Pass to Horford. Now here's Craig. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Trailblazers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Now Klingon, guarded by Horford. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
All right, fans, it's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. You have the camera on you.
in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. And a switch here also for Portland. Williams has checked in. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Now, here's Thibault, guarded by Holiday. Anderson with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Type of player, Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
He's perfect from the line this time. So it's the Celtics now. 4-point game. Pass to Pritchard. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Porzingis inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He goes on Donovan Clingan.
And check out Porzingis being sly with the bump fake there, pulling his man in close.
At the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Clingan. And it's Simons in for Matisse Thybulle.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Bangs home the trifecta. Simons has got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Here's Pritchard. Henderson defending. Tatum using his size inside.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Simons. 9 feet out. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Holiday up top. He's guarded by Williams. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Brown is checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. And Portland with a change here, too. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Jeremy Grant. Tatum draws the double. 6 to shoot. White, wide open. He fires. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Henderson outside. Ayton a screen on White. Here's Simons. And it's sent back by White. And he gets it back.
Derek White, first personal foul, second team foul.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibilities.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
He throw good, Simon. Al Horford, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Simons drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, White. To the left side wing. Brown outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Back to Avdia. Sharp with it. Pass to Avdia. Three-pointers. Simon drills the three-pointer. Simons has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here is Horford. He has yet to score beyond the arc. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from White.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's time for some t-shirts. Make some noise, fans.
.114 left now here in the second. Simons finds Avdia. Outside, Simon. Back to Ayton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
This guy is so tough to cover all over the floor. Ayton can score in so many different areas.
It's his first trip to the line.
18, 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And I love the footwork Ayton possesses. It's what makes him so dangerous close to the rim.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's White. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Avdia dishes to Ayton. Over Porzingis. And it's Ayton missing. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Holiday, the pass to White. The 11-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good. Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Simons against Porzingis. Left side Simons. 4 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for the Trailblazers, Anthony Simons. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Simons. Celtics making a switch here. So he gets them both. Here's White. And no good on the last second attempt this time. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for Portland. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Portland leading by 4. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Simons. Pass to Avdia. That 3 off the mark. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Inside. Tatum won't be denied.
And Tatum has a number of shots to choose from down low. This makes him a tough cover.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Outside, White. For the tie, it's deflected.
And Sharp reportedly a 7-foot wingspan. You saw it in full effect on that block.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Celtics trail by 6. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis, and stolen by Ayton. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Bounce pass from Sharp. Here's Kamare. He's covered by Brown. Back to Avdia. 5 on the clock. Over Porzingis. And Portland again with the bucket. And here's Holiday. Still scoreless. Hit the floater, and it's good on the way in.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Holiday brings the double team. Pass to Avdia. From outside, off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you. One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
Now Sharp. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Ayton sets the pick for Simon. Just 5 to shoot. And Ayton throws it down.
Hard to stop Ayton once he gets moving downhill.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, Tatum. And again, it's Boston converted.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Here's Simons. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The rebound by Sharp. Trailblazers leading by 4. Pass to Ayton. Portland moving the ball around. Sharp, the pass to Simons. Holiday brings the double team. Deflects the pass. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Portland also making some changes. Jeremy Grant comes in for Sharp, and Henderson subbed in for Anfernee Simons. There's 1:34 left in the third. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Tatum.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
How about the ball hawking defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steals.
And that one falls for Tatum. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Portland leading by 3. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Pass to Klingon. Grant against Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
Here's Pritchard. Henderson defending. Tatum draws the double. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Outside, Avdia. Grant on the wing. They get it again. Thibault on the wing. Henderson outside. Can they get it? Jason Tatum grabs the ball. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Portland out in front. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Klingon. Scoot Henderson is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Williams at the 4-man position. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Henderson, first personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Trailblazers shooting in this game 45%. Thybulle on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Thybulle on the wing. Grant outside. From the wing. Thybulle on the wing. Here's Klingon. Makes it off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Pritchard. Tatum draws the double. Now Craig. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Grant. Here's Pritchard. Rebound by Williams. Pritchard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Now here's Thybulle. Not a lot of room. Williams has a screen for Henderson. Al Horford with the rebound. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a respectable 47% for the field in this one. And the dunk by Tatum.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. bench here. Holiday's checked in. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Henderson. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Look at Henderson embracing opportunity. Nice to see a rookie not avoiding the mid-range.
Left side, Tatum. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Simons has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
So for the Trailblazers, Andre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Sharp in for Henderson.
One shot.
Celtics trail by 4. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. And the 3 off target. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Avdia against Tatum. Grant surveying the D. Goes up on the block. Here's Ayton. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And padding that field goal percentage. Just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Celtics Entertainment.
Portland making a change here. Kamara's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Brown deciding where to go with it. Tatum on the wing. They need this. Sinking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Outside, Simons. And Brown over to help. Poked away. Holiday with it. Now Avdia defending. And he comes up with the deuce.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Simons finds Avdia. Driving in. Doesn't go for it. Nice D from Porzingis. Boston trail. To tie it up. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Brown against Sharp to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
This is why they give Ayton the ball in these spots. They trust him and his ability to deliver.
Tatum against Avdia. Tatum no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. Sharp the pass to Avdia. Simons with the ball, guarded by Holiday. A floater. Holiday with the defensive effort. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Simons against Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Simon taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Outside Holiday. To the paint. There's Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the fouls.
Porzingis at the line for 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Holiday brings the double team. Simons the pass to Avdia.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Porzingis, personal foul, third 2 foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Demi Avdia at the line for 2.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared.
It's time for Dance Jam. If you see yourself on the big screen and you know what to do, show us your moves.
Porzingis trying to get free. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Simons gets to Ayton. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Buries it from outside. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Fans on the court is your hype squad. It's time for t-shirts.
.24 seconds left in the game. Porzingis with a screen on Simons. Outside Holiday. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one.
A fearless shot there by Holiday. With the whole team counting on him, he is able to come through. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
The line for the Trailblazers. Sharp. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
Here's Tatum. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Tatum, second personal foul, 5th team foul. Shooting for Portland, DeAndre Ayton, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Here's White. No good on the 3. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.